Okay, we're going intro to passing here. So when we talk about passing, we're talking about receiving a serve, receiving a free ball. This is not defense. Defense would be like other team jumps, swings, hard-driven ball coming at us, right? So two different skills. We're working on passing. We're going to be passing to ourselves this summer. We're not playing defense against ourselves, right? So first thing, we just kind of want to talk about our body posture. Just generally, I want to be in a good athletic position, and I like to think of this as a medium height. So if you look at me from the side, I like to be, something around this, right? My legs are bent. I'm bent at the waist, at the knees, mostly at these knees though. I want to be pretty upright still here. But if you really look at me from the side, my shoulders are out in front of my knees. My knees are out in front of my toes. So my weight is going forward. We really like that. Ideally, our right foot is a little bit in front of the left. So we're going to be moving around a lot as we do our body control stuff. It's going to be really tough to get our feet positioned that way, but as much as we can, we want that right in front of the left. We definitely want to have that little bit of a bend in our knees and a little bit in our hips though. What we do not want to do, what we would do on defense, is be a lot lower. So if I were really low and trying to pass a serve, a free ball, that would force me to use a lot of my legs. We want to think a lot more about passing with our shoulders, with our arms, with our platform, right? There might be a little bit of our legs involved, but our power, we're not really having to put a lot into the ball because the ball is coming pretty hard at us, so it'll just bounce off our platform. So for forming our actual platform, I like to use these for newer players. If you're a first or a second year player, I'd really recommend ask your parents if they've got a pair of some old socks. I've got some sweet old tube socks here that I cut the bottom off of, so I've just got the straight part that goes up your ankle. I want to put those on my forearms just above my wrists. So what these are for, this really gets me used to contacting the ball at the part of my arms that I want it to be. So a lot of new players struggle with kind of just figuring out, how do I contact the ball? Where on my arm do I want it to land? We really like this part, the lower part of our forearm, not quite on our wrist, definitely not on our hands, just because it's a really flat, smooth surface, right? So would really recommend, ask your parents if you can get a pair of socks, use them for a couple times till you get the feel of it, then we can take them off. I'm going to keep them on while we're doing this. So we've talked about our lower body, we've got that good medium athletic position. Now we're talking about our actual platform, right? So first we're going to take a look at our hands here. They're going to come together. The way we want to put them together, you can see the lines. I'll come up close here. You can see the lines of my fingers as I close them. We've got straight lines going that way, right? I want my right hand to come on top of my left hand and those lines to be perpendicular to each other. So the way I really like to think about this here, when I form my platform, I've got a pancake, I've got a pancake, I fold my thumb in, sausage, sausage. So left pancake, right pancake, sausage, sausage. My thumbs are together. There's a little bit of a line in between them, but I want them really pushed together as much as I can. And then when I form my platform out in front of my body, I want to try to point my thumbs down towards the ground. So if you look at me from the side here, this part where those socks are, that's really smooth and it extends into my thumbs, right? So that's my goal. I want to form as long of a flat surface as I can, and that's where I want to be contacting the ball. When I form my platform, there's a lot of space here between my arms and my body. If I get really close in here, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. If I get way up high, I'm in a lot of trouble too, right? So I'm out in front, pancake, pancake, sausage, sausage. My shoulders are a little bit forward. My right foot's in front of my left. I'm at a good medium height. We think this is a great position to contact the ball in, right? So that's pretty much it for our form. We're going to be passing the ball to ourselves a lot over this summer. Before we get into really contacting it with both of those arms though, we want to just kind of bounce the ball around on each arm, get a little bit of a feel. Am I hitting the ball on the socks there? Is the ball going where I want it to go? And just get a feel for that part of my arm, and we're good to go, right? So I've done that. I got it. Now we're ready to just get into passing to ourselves. So again, I'm going to get in that medium position. I'm going to throw the ball up in the air to myself. I'm going to go pancake, pancake, sausage, sausage. Thumbs are to the ground, and we go. Cool. So I'm going to go from the side, so you can see there's going to be that space between my body and my platform. It might move up and down a little bit. but it's never, never, never going to come up close against my body, right? So here we go. And that's it. We're passing the ball.